Hi friends, this is Mr. KMJR. Today I would like to talk about spoken English. What is spoken English? Why should we learn it? And how should we learn it? Nowadays people are very crazy about spoken English. Why? Because English has become globalized language. That's only the reason that everybody is falling behind English. Now, today I make a request that you should bear with me at least for 10 minutes with my introduction. My introduction, before getting the class, my introduction will help you what is my feeling, my inner feeling. So many people say that we can learn English within 24 hours. We can learn English within 1 hour, 1 week or 1 month. Like that they give so many tips. Of course, there may be some possibilities. But I'm not against that. But what I feel that learning English is day-to-day task. Now, how to learn English? We have to create the atmosphere, situation, then only it is possible for us to learn English. And one more thing I would like to tell you. Before getting into the class, my introduction will be given now. First, I'll ask one question. What is English? English is a language. What is the language? Language is communication between two persons. X is talking to Y and Y is listening to X. And Y is talking to X and X is listening to Y. This conversation is called language. How many languages are there in this world? There are so many languages, plenty of languages, a number of languages. How many types of languages? Only two types. What are they? One is the body language, expressions. The other one is the verbal language. Body language is inborn language, universal language, cosmic language. That any being in this world, on this planet, can understand this body language. Birds can understand, fish can understand, animals can understand, plants can understand, even other human beings can understand your body language. If I do like that, you can understand what I'm doing, what I feel. If I do like that, you can understand what I feel. So body language is very easy to learn. It's a universal language. I'll give you two examples. A bird perched on a top of a tree. If you raise your hand like this, it flies away. It understands your body feeling that you're going to hurt it. And it wants to secure itself and it flies away. And take a small aquarium, there is a fish in it. If you go and touch with your fingertip on the glass, it swims away. It understands that you're going to hurt it. So body language communicates such a way. Then another one, verbal language. Verbal language is what we speak is the verbal language. To learn verbal language, okay, you are speaking Telugu. How did you learn Telugu? How it is possible? We say it's our mother tongue, that's why we learn. We say that, and there's so many reasons we give. Okay, of course, they are also possible. There is also possibility of that. But there are 4 skills to learn any language. L, S, R, W. L, S, R, W. L means listening. S means speaking. R means reading. W means writing. Listening, speaking, reading and writing. Listening, speaking, reading and writing. So listening is more important to speak. Listening is more important to speak. Without listening you cannot speak. Without listening you cannot speak. For that I will give you 4 examples. 4 examples. And reading and writing comes when you go to school. Of course, it's a separate thing. So listening is more important. So now for example, the first example I will give you. Take a small baby. The baby lies in the cradle. The baby listens. What skill the baby is applying? The baby is applying listening skill. From when onwards the baby applies the listening skill? From the womb of the mother, the baby applies the listening skill. The baby listens and listens and listens and listens. Listens for 10 months. Of course, she listens continuously, no problem. But the baby listens for 10 months. Till then she never speaks, though she only smiles. Whatever you say, she returns in smiling. But after 10th month, slowly the baby say, amma, amma. Like that, the language improves. I'll give you one more example. Once I was riding on a bike. It was a hot sun. I wanted to rest for a while under a tree, and I parked my bike under a tree, and I saw small cute girls were playing in the dust. One girl was wearing a plait. and wearing a small dress and playing the dust. Then I just wanted to comment her. Your pilka is very nice. Your pilka is very nice, I said. Then she immediately turned at me and looked at me seriously and said, "Idu mokam tokkalo pilkanta." And what she did first, she applied body language on me. That I understood, that made me to understand that she got angry. Second one, she said, "Idu mokam chudu, tokkalo pilkanta." So idu mokam chudu, look at his face. Tokkalo pilkante, I cannot say in English, I don't know how is that. So look at his face, he said. Then one more example. The other day, I was riding on a bike. I saw some cute boys were playing cricket, gully cricket they were playing in a small lane. I asked one of the boys, "Give away, Darivara." The other boy got angry and said, "Yo Babra, em jata chodam." That means he used a language there. Yo Babra, em jata. What he could do? Let us see, he said. Then one more man, an illiterate. What he said? "Mama bovondindi. Mama bovondindi." Then one learned man said, "Mama bhojanam tayar chestanu." Now see, idu mohan chudu. Look at his face. Present simple it is. Another one. Em chestadu chuddam. What he could do? Question tag, interrogative sentence. What he could do? What could he do? Interrogative. Then another one, Mama bovondindi, simple past. And Mama bhojanam tayar chestha undi, present continuation. So what I would like to tell is that every sentence which you spell, that must have the lining of language grammar, irrespective of language. In every language, every sentence bears a lining of grammar. Without grammar, you cannot speak English. What my motto is that you must speak by having the conscious that what kind of grammar you are making used in speaking. That's what is more important. Now, so I'll tell you, how many persons are there in this world? There are 3 persons in this world. Who are they? They are the first person, second person, and third person. Who is the first person? Speaker is the first person. Who is the second person? Listener is the second person. Who is the third person? Subject is the third person. I am speaking, you are listening. What I am talking about? I am talking about the sunlight. Sunlight is the subject. That is the third person. I am talking about my father. My father is the third person. So mathematics is very difficult. So mathematics is the subject. So English is very difficult. English is the subject. Oh, we are talking and you are listening. What about the subject? The subject what we are talking about is the subject. Okay. Then one more thing I would like to tell you. To learn English, tenses are very important to learn. Without tense, you cannot speak English. I'll tell you one example. So from a family, the whole society falls out. In the same way, from tense table, whole English language comes out. So we have to concentrate tense table to speak English. Once I start the tense table, you will be feeling bored. What boring is this? They simply say, "Arey, these fellows started again the tense table." But listen once, and how I am applying the tense table in general spoken English. Then you will be satisfied. So tomorrow in the next class, I'll tell you how to speak with the tenses. There are two ways to learn English. One is the practice, the other one is system. So with system for some time, with practice with some time, if you practice, you can reach the goal easily. Okay, bye. See you.